Hello and welcome to a game of Dota 2. We have got ourselves the semi-finals of the Steelseries C Cup. Naseon will be taking on Insidious game. We saw Naseon in the previous game where they beat Duskbin in the quarterfinals, and of course the semi-finals is also best out of one. As maybe a team that you're maybe a little bit more familiar with. As well, why does this sound so weird? There we go.
Dire team pick.
As for example, Ninja Boogie is in there. We've seen these teams before. So yeah, we're gonna see if they can make their way onto the finals. The finals will be best of 3, but this is still a best of 1. It will be an OD, a Darkseer, a Batrider, and an Alchemist banned out in this game. And the same first 2 pickups as we saw in the previous game will be here as well. The Nyx Assassin and the Visage are the first 2 pickups in the Naseon. They don't want to change anything, they're going for the same route. They pick up the Nature's Prophet again, banning out the Weaver, the one that they were up against in the previous game. And Insidious Gaming, they picked the Lifestealer instead of the Weaver. Lifestealer we saw banned out in the first ban phase in the previous game. In this phase, picked up. Of course, if it was still in here in the second banning phase, it would probably get banned out. So Insidious already securing them that carry potential. On the side of Naseon, normally I would say I like Nyx Assassin as support, but because we saw them just a moment ago, I'm thinking Nyx Assassin again on the safe lane farming. It worked out okay previous game. Of course there was the thing that they need to find a way to keep the enemy shut in, and I think there is quite a skill level difference compared to, if we're comparing Duskbin to Insidious game. We'll see if they are able to deal with it better. There's still all the heroes in the pool that Naseon had in the previous game as well. It was the Windrunner, as well as Bounty Hunter, and then one more. Wow, am I that forgetful? Apparently I am. Windrunner, Bounty Hunter, and the... Nah. I'll find it. I'll remember. You've got the Lone Druid banned out. Queen of Pain now removed as well. We still have the Puck in the pool. Well, they go for the Dragon Knight.
Dire team pick.
And that's gonna be their mid-hero. And we'll see if Naseon goes for the same path as in the previous game. Keeper of Light, Lone Druid were the other 2 bans. I mean, Keeper of Light as well as Queen of Pain are quite nice anti-pushers. I'm not quite sure if that is an indication of what Insidious wants to do. And they rather pick up the Dragon Knight compared to the Queen of Pain, which is surprising if you have a Lifestealer on your side, because Lifestealer is one of those heroes that you can go for a...
Reserve time.
Before Queen of Pain, Blink, Bomb, Best Out thing. You can go for that. Well, there's the Bounty Hunter. That's the one that we were expecting. So trying to wreck my brain. The Chen gets picked up for Insidious Gaming. They've got a pretty decent early game lineup. I'm thinking still safe lane unless they want to aggressively jungle Chen. I don't think that's what they want to do though, but they could. We're gonna see if Naseon picks up a Windrunner here, or if they go for something else completely. I mean, now that they know that they're up against a Dragon Knight,
10 seconds remaining.
Perhaps they don't want to have that Windrunner there. They don't. They want to be having a Razor there. Razor, a hero that we didn't see in the previous game. And I think now we'll never know who was the other hero next to the Windrunner, but oh well. I like it. I like it a lot.
10 seconds remaining.
Able to draw the damage from Lifestealer, and if you're gonna go for early game pressure, which is I believe Naseon's plan, then the Razor can just make sure you only have one of those carries, and normally it's only one of the carries that rotates. Like, if there is a pressure going on, you still want to have your Lifestealer farming, so Dragon Knight will rotate in. And of course that's gonna be Dragon Knight with no attack damage, because Razor will be there, and that's of course his goal. We'll see how successful he'll be with that one. And of course we got the whole ganking potential thing again with the Nyx Assassin able to come in with a Vendetta. There's gonna be Bounty Hunter that's invisible and they just profit the TP in. And there goes the bans. It is the Shadow Demon that gets banned out. One of the setup supports. And Naseon, one more ban to go. We already have got 2 lanes sorted and need an offlaner for Insidious Gaming. Or solo laner rather. And they ban out the Tinker. An anti-pusher. Let's see the last pickup for Insidious Gaming. There's a lot of offlaners in the pool. And actually now that there's a Razor in, maybe Razor will be ending up going middle.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Bounty Hunter on the off lane, Nyx Assassin on the safe lane farming, needs just a support to go with him.
Reserve time.
Just like last time. Can't remember which support it was, which I can't, because they suck. Come on, Insidious. You can do it.
Seconds remaining.
Well, that's a surprising pickup.
Dire team pick.
I like it. I like it a lot. The reason that I like it, because I don't think this was something that Insidious was gonna go for at the start. I think this is something that they decided on the fly after the Tinker ban. Death Prophet, considered a hero that can push fairly hard, but considered a hero that does best when solo.
10 seconds.
Needs to have those levels, needs to have that gold to get her mana pool up.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
And if Naseon starts pushing up against Insidious, they'll know that they'll push up against the ulti of the Death Prophet. And you can't really fight in that. So you have to wait until it passes, and then you've wasted a lot of time. And if everything goes well, Insidious Gaming should not be with all 5 there, and should be just with 3 or 4. Having that one carry still farming, wasting time of all of Naseon's heroes. One pickup needed for Naseon still. And perhaps some more teamfight potential is wanted. Come on. Naseon having a sweet old time. They still had more bonus time left than Insidious Gaming though. Which is nice for them, I guess. Oh! Lich! I forgot about Lich.
5 seconds remaining.
Lich was the support that Naseon had in the previous game, but they still go for the Windrunner in the end. I forgot about Lich. My bad. But Naseon trading Lich in for a Razor. Interesting trade. Maybe we'll indeed see now a different carry played. Of course, one of the more important things of the Death Prophet in this one is as well is her silence. She has the best silence in the game, as in the longest duration, I believe. 6 seconds silence. AoE silence therein. That is. Longest AoE silence in the game. But we'll see what kind of role she'll play, and we'll see what kind of role this Windrunner plays. It looks like we're gonna see the Windrunner as support this time.
Remaining.
The Nyx Assassin has to say, and the rest of the same
5
ones.
seconds
A Razor in the mid. Let's get ourselves a game of Dota. Oh, we already switched overlays. Awesome. So, what do we have here? On the Radiant side, it will be Insidious Gaming, who are waiting for one last player because one disconnected. On the Dire side, it will be Naseon. Let's go over them first, since they are already complete. They've got Extra Wabbit playing the Nature's Prophet again. Beery this time on the Windrunner, who of course played the Lich in the previous game. We've got SYSA playing the Bounty Hunter again. We've got Titan playing the Nyx Assassin again. And Shadower will this time play the Razor. Of course, he was the one that played the Windrunner in the previous game. Razor will be going into the mid lane. Should be able to win it up against anybody. Apart from maybe the Death Prophet. Which is interesting because that's maybe why they picked it up. And then just rotate the lanes a little bit around and stuff. But we'll see. Razor at least should not be able to lose his lane. That's one of his strengths. We're going to probably see Titan on the top safe lane farming again. Bounty Hunter on off lane, Nature's Prophet in the jungle, and Windrunner will just stack and pull and get some experience and farm inside that jungle. On the bottom lane, or bottom side of the map, and is of course Insidious Gaming, who are preparing for battle. They have Shibix playing the Death Prophet. El Smurf will play the Chen. Ninja Boogie on the Dragon Knight. Kyo on the Visage. And then the last one is of course Rave Plu, who will be going on the off lane with the Lifestealer, who is still left to be picked up. We've seen offlane Lifestealers before. They should be able to do okay, especially if it's going to be up against a duo lane with the Windrunner and Nyx Assassin. He won't be all that safe, he will get harassed, but he should be able to get experience. And especially if Windrunner rotates into the jungle and goes for stacking and pulling mostly, then Lifestealer would be able to do okay-ish. Don't unpause. The call from Naseon, who are waiting for something of their own. A shiny leather N there. Let's see some of the flags. No flags for the Radiant side. Insidious Gaming doesn't have a flag. Someone make them a flag. Ah, that was the difference then. Lowest cooldown with the same amount of seconds as the Drow Ranger, but lower cooldown. Thank you for clarifying that one. I knew there was some reason why she was the best. Just couldn't quite put my finger on it. Lowest AoE cooldown on silence. If we're able to spam it out. And that's a very powerful tool. Oh, there is Ray Blue. You're thinking about pushing into a base. You're gonna get silence. I mean, it's like global silence if you are not very good with your positioning, right? We're gonna assume that they are good with their positioning, obviously. I mean, these are professional players after all. Let's see exactly how they're gonna lane. If that Lifestealer is indeed on the off lane. Might even be rotating into the jungle, but then he would be sharing the jungle with the Chen. It's not really ideal for the Chen at all. But he could. He could for sure. And it looks like maybe we're gonna have a bit of a rotation here. Having the Razor not in the mid, but a Razor on top. Could be working out. Could be working out for sure. Well, against a Death Prophet, it's actually fairly nice. Because you got yourself Mana Burn, and Mana Burn is very annoying for a Death Prophet. She kind of relies on her mana. She spams out her Grip Swarm just to get her last hits going at the start.
30 seconds.
By the way, she got pulled quite heavily. She picked up a bottle first, got herself a Tango and a Healing Salve. Pretty nice. So Titan will indeed be going on the mid lane. Beery will be on the top lane. With the Razor following suit? Or are they gonna still change? They're gonna still change, thank you. So the way that I said it initially is gonna be the way that they're actually moving around, moving about.
The battle
Extra Wabbit.
begins.
I like his name, I really do. It's funny to pronounce as well. Extra Wabbit. Like I have a speaking disorder even more than I already do. Extra Wabbit. Nice. Okay, so life stealer on the suicide lane. It has been done before, plenty of times. It's nothing new. We're gonna see if he can actually keep up though. Because it's like I said, it's not gonna be easy. It really depends how much harassment beer he can put in there. Ah, illusion rune picked up by the Chen already harassing Shadower here. And Bounty Hunter has to be careful. There are sentry wards up on the visage. We saw him doing okay in the previous game. Let's see how much harassment he can get in now. They saw him going invisible, so they know that he's there. He is gonna try to steal creeps, most likely. If he can. Actually missed it, that's kind of a shame. Well. Okay, so if I were to expect the first blood somewhere. I was actually not gonna say this lane, but at the moment it does look like he's in a lot of trouble. But he has a lot of regen though. No, I was actually gonna say mid lane, because I'm expecting someone to rotate. It'd be that Nature's Prophet to TP in. Be that the supports, the Visage and the Chen to rotate in. They do have a smoke on Smurf, so that could be working. Maybe Windrunner with the Nature's Prophet. It could work out. Of course, Windrunner and Nature's Prophet combination is a very solid one. We already saw that in the previous game. One shackle shot will hit on the target and the trees that surround it with the sprout there. And one of the extra reasons why this combination is so strong for the Death Prophet, or why it's not weak for the Death Prophet, is because normally you go for a speedy build up on this Razor. You buy boots, you get Sanjin Yasha at some points, and drums and all that stuff, just to make yourself move extra fast, because if you're extra fast, you can get the static link on your opponent, and your opponent can't run. But Witchcraft already skilled up by Chibix here, so that's already extra movement speed going towards him, and he probably won't be stopping to skill that anytime soon, just to make sure that he can always outrun Shadower, and therefore not having that much of an impact from his static link. As we already saw it getting broken earlier on. Bounty Hunter in the meantime, still level 1. Well, I'm gonna have to adjust my first blood prediction soon if he is not gonna level soon. Because from the sidelines, here comes the Chen. There's no wards up here from Naseon. But they don't have any disable either, not unless a Dragonite gets in range for a Dragon Tail. But they do have pushing potential, quite a bit actually. With the Dragon form they would have more, but with the Chen there, it's not bad at all. Breathe fire to clear out some of the creep wave. The shockwave from the satire helping out. Unlucky for Insidious Gaming that they don't have more creeps. They will have soon though. In the meantime, in the mid lane, it's 13-5 on this Death Prophet, while Shadower is sitting on 10-6, so actually, wait a second, Bounty Hunter getting stunned up, and that's gonna be the first blood. The Dragon Tail came in. And Test of Faith and everything else to follow, as this Smurf is... Really? Nature's Prophet, yeah, he's TPing in, I don't blame him. Gonna find a new location. Actually, he stops his TPing. He stops his TPing. Why? Well, Smurf can do whatever he wants to. I think he could have gotten a kill, actually. Could he have? Perhaps. Perhaps he would have. He's level 4. And this Chen is only level 3. But right now he can't anymore. Tranquil's picked up by the Razor. We've got Chibix level 5 with a double damage within his bag. 16-6. Still getting ahead in the middle lane, though the difference is not that big. With 14-9 for the Razor. In terms of level, slightly ahead up on Chibix. But with the first blood on the board, there's no real incentive anymore to really try and go out of your way to get any any kills going in the mid lane anymore. Like in some situations, it's worth worth it to die for the first blood after you get the first blood. But in this case, first blood off the board, so not worth it to die for a kill anymore. At least not really.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It means that the teams play a little bit more safe, especially in that mid lane. Rave Blue, getting some experience. He's doing good. We do have the Nyx Assassin sitting at level 4 though. And the Lifestealer sitting at level 5. So that's actually very good for the Lifestealer. And, well, you can call it fairly bad for the Nyx Assassin. But it seems like Biri is the one to take the last hits here. So Titan, unlike last game, not going to be as dominant as previous game. They're going to go for this Bounty Hunter. Sentry Wards go down. Dust as well. Dragon Tail comes in. And this Bounty Hunter... I think you've seen the last sign of life there. There he goes. Chen again with a kill. Was it again? Not again. It was his first kill only. But nice pickup. For sure. Impale comes out. There comes the Eye of the Storm as well. Is he fast enough to get himself away? It looks like he might be actually fast enough. Pops himself. Still getting chased down. And will be living on to see another day. And that is why you need to be faster than the Razor. And nicely done there. 356 for movement speed for Shimix. And 384 for the Razor. He is faster, but apparently not fast enough. Just not fast enough. 1k gold up on Ninja Boogie. Let's see if Nature's Prophet has a Hand of Midas yet. Nope, but is very close to it. And of course he wants to have his Hand of Midas so he can catch up on experience and gold real fast and be a leading factor in the game again, just like he was last game. Have that Shadow Blade, the Desolator, the Chrysalis, be that semi-carry, have that Scythe of Ice. And see if he can get it all again this game or not. Death Prophet in the meantime, 34 to 9 as Lifestealer goes down on the top lane for the first time. Bounty Hunter rotating for that kill. Not a track kill just yet, but still a pretty nice one. And Death Prophet being level 7. She's got her ulti up. But no mana to use it. Now she has though with the mana boots. Not gonna use it however. Oh, long range Dragon Tail won't be there because the Windrunner for Biri gets him away fast enough. Nice try though. I mean with this rotation with the Bounty Hunter going top and the Windrunner bottom, you're kinda... Like the question is what do you achieve with it? Are you able to shut down the Dragon Knight now? No. Are you able to get more farm than on the top lane for the Windrunner? No. So you're rotating for giving the top lane an easier time, but both of those have backed off from the top lane. Nyx Assassin because he got level 6. He'll go back to base, get himself some extra mana, and will then find himself on a lane where he can try to get a kill.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Bounty Hunter can't get himself level 6 because he was trying to get the rune. But with that, he gave Lifestealer free farm. So this rotation is not working out for Naseon whatsoever. They lost their tier 1 tower as well, and they would have done so anyway. But maybe Titan can make a difference on his Nyx Assassin now that he's level 6. Meantime, tier 2 tower taking a ton of harassment here. In comes the next creep wave, but it will be blown to pieces real fast. And I say blown because it's going to be with a Breath of Fire. Because he can. Oh, in comes the Nyx. In comes TPs. Titan looks for an Impale. Finds it up on Ninja Boogie. And that's going to be a Shackle. It doesn't latch, but it doesn't matter. The kill is there. Extra Wabbit picks himself up that extra gold. Oh, I hope you didn't hear that. And I hope it doesn't go down. But power shot actually giving a way out for Kyo here. Is there going to be another extra Impale? Nope. That was a power shot that kind of cost them a kill. Still 2-2. And Drum's now picked up by the Dragon Knight. Who TP's back in here, lands a Breathe Fire. They know that he's there. They're gonna continue harassing this tower though. Visage still hanging around. Not really that wise of a choice. Depending on if Naseon hangs around, which they don't. So after all, pretty okay choice though. He doesn't have any regen, so at some point he has to go back home anyways. Track on the top lane here. We still have Bounty Hunter. Maybe exchanging blows here with the Lifestealer is not really going the way of the Bounty Hunter though. Needs some help to take him down. Maybe he's gonna get that help when Biri has rotated all the way top, if he does that. Face boots up on the lifestealer now as well. Of course, there were already face boots up on this Windrunner. But we'll see if she can actually get them to the top lane. No, they're not gonna try that. They're gonna send Titan with the Vendetta. It's nighttime, so we didn't see the TP, and Nature's Prophet TPing in as well. Here comes the Impale. The Rage is there though, so no Vendetta, but the Sprout will be there. He eats his way through, or chops a three-way. Here comes the Vendetta, or the Impale rather. Shuriken Toss as well. No tracks, because no mana, but a kill nonetheless. Nyx Assassin takes it home. And Naseon starting up their aggression. It's what they should be doing. I said it in the previous game and I will say it again. Their lineup is mostly mid-game oriented. Apart from the Razor, who can definitely do okayish in the late game. And Nature's Prophet as well. I mean, in theory, Nature's Prophet and Razor should not be out carrying Lifestealer and Dragonite. Especially not if there is a Death Prophet in there as well, with the amount of pushing power that she brings to the party. And the amount of team fight as well. It's not really any team fight disable as I normally describe team fight, but basically, if you fight in her ultimate, you're gonna have a tough time. You probably don't want to do that. Infest out by Carapace. Impale there as well, going for the Lifestealer. There is a Hand of God trying to keep Wraith Blue up. He tries to run away, gets tracked up, gets sprouted up now as well, and will end up going down by the Shuriken Toss of level 4. Level 4 Shuriken Toss from this Bounty Hunter. In comes Ninja Boogie. Can't get anything done apart from some harassment. Gets a track to say thank you for stopping by. 5 stick charge up on Titan. But Nature's Prophet has already rotated back to base. Titan with mana boots off cooldown. There we go. I was gonna say he doesn't use it. That would be awkward. In the meantime, I'm still waiting for Shibix to show us his true power. Show us the Death Prophet power. I like Death Prophet in a game. It brings a lot. The silence, which I like because it's so strong. Dislike a little bit because it doesn't allow for too much aggression. As a caster point of view, wait a second, Ninja Boogie gets tracked up, impaled, Nature's Prophet TPing in as well, Nature's Prophet on the flying through. And in the end, Onage goes the way of Naseon. Nice Proud up, allowing him to TP himself away, but Wraith Blue, he ate himself out, the net comes in, the Soul Assumption comes in, that's a kill for Kyo. The Sprout doesn't keep Nature's Prophet safe. Nature's Prophet, who does not want to buy back at this point. He could though if he wanted to. But that would cost him all his gold. Maybe if he had his Hand of Midas off cooldown he would. Ooh, the smoke is up there. There's no way out of that one. That's a double kill for Kyo overall. Soul Assumption MVP. 1k gold up in his inventory as well. And that's a Gem of Truth I picked up with that gold that he had. And of course in this situation the Visage is maybe slightly in a luxury position. Because she doesn't need to build a, what's it called? Mechanism. Ooh, open moves up on the Windrunner. Wind runs herself away. Here comes the Exorcism Titan. In the midst of all of this, they need to take down the Death Prophet right now. Otherwise, all their damage that they've done so far is going to be in vain. But Titan is the one to end up running away from this one. Hand of Gold keeps Insidious Gaming up. As Wraith Blue is trying to get away from the Bounty Hunter, who lands a Shuriken Toss up on Shibix, who is still alive in this one. And who will actually be staying alive for a little while longer. He's gonna be getting healed up soon by his thing he's in again soon. And there we go, sent back home, we'll be fine. Nobody dying yet in this mess, but Titan will be the first one by the looks of it. That's gonna be a kill, but Wraith Blue will die as well. 1 for 1 is the exchange. Well, I say 1 for 1. It was actually 1 for 2 because the Visage still ended up going down in the jungle there. So that is gonna be 1 for 2 trade in favor of Naseon, because in this game the Nyx Assassin not as high of a carry as he was in the previous game. Lifestealer, however, even though he was on the offlane, still doing pretty well. Still pretty high valued pickup, especially if you also kill off the Visage who was doing pretty well for himself as well. Luckily for him, I don't think he had the gem on him. I think he gave it to a teammate. Let's take a look. Or did he? Oh, did he actually lost the gem the moment that he got it? Oh god, where's that gem? Is it in the courier? It's not in the courier, we'll find it. Dragon Tail up on the Razor. Open wounds as well. Soul Assumption coming in, that should be a kill, going the way of Kyo. Titan You should be careful there. Wants to go real bad for that Visage, but there's 5 heroes here from Insidious Gaming, so unless he's willing to die for it, it's not gonna be a fun time for him. Oh, the gem is there. Still there. And Keo will go and pick it up. Well, congrats on your gem. Impale misses. Tower goes down. Windrunner. Or to use Windrunner. Face puts herself away. Titan. On the way out as well. They go for Biribiri instead. Looking for a shackle. Can't find it. Or doesn't want to find it. Bounty Hunter from the side. They have got that gem again, so that Bounty Hunter is not safe. Open wounds, nice shackle from the sidelines. Titan living for another day, but gets netted up, gets slowed down, gets killed off. Visage with the last hit. Dragon Tail up on the Razor. Again, he just died already. He might die again. In comes a shackle though, and that's going to be Ninja Bookie stopping in his tracks. Kyo though with a double kill gets himself a soul assumption off because he is the Visage, and he can do that. He can just do that. Gem being transferred onto Chibix. And the exorcism comes out. Looks like Insidious Gaming is on their way, trying to secure a victory. 5k gold in their favor. Experience graph is fairly even, but that's because the kills are fairly even as well. Bounty Hunter. They see him. They see him. Looking for Dragon Tail, finding that as well. And that is one dead Bounty Hunter. And that gem really working out for them right now. Naseon probably feeling really sad that they weren't able to catch out that gem. I don't think... No, they didn't know. They didn't know.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They did not know. Dragonite. He's got himself an armlet already. Smurf running himself away from almost dying to Titan. Titan who can't really create as much space as he did in the previous game. $1,800 gold up on the Death Prophet that already has the Bloodstone. Her net worth is also the highest on the map already. In this mid game that's supposed to be working for Naseon, it's not going that bad. And of course we still have Extra Wabbit doing very nicely for himself. I mean, he's got himself the Shadow Blade, Panamidas, but he's not keeping up with the Death Prophet. And they are behind on towers, by quite a lot of towers actually. There's only one more outer tower standing up for Naseon. And there's only one tower down on the side of Insidious Gaming. As Nyx Assassin goes down there in the middle lane, Dragonite able to pick up the kill and everybody else run off out. That gem doing work. Can't expect to be safe. BKB being built up by Shadower. I mean, BKB is a nice item and we saw it being built up by the Queen of Pain in the previous game. And the way this, yeah, that's fine. And I said during that game, like, you know, Queen of Pain building a BKB here is fine because the damage is going to come from the Weaver and from the Dragonite. Or from the Weaver and from the Lone Druid rather. Sorry, no Dragonite in that game. But in this game, if Razor builds a BKB, is the damage only going to come from the Nature's Prophet? You can't really count on that because Nature's Prophet is going to attempt to split push. Because you can't take 5-on-5 teamfight. And that's gonna be all outer towers down on the side of Naseon. Extra Wabbit looks to be a target of a assassination attempt. Let's see if they can get him. The Shadow Blade is of course there. They need that gem. And the gem is still in the hands of Shibix, so him not being there allows Nature's Prophet to be safe. I mean, getting a gem on a team where there's 3 invisible targets, pretty neat to be fair. And the Bounty Hunter. And the Nyx Assassin. And the Nature Prophet. Right now we see that Naseon kind of is in a... is trying to find places to farm, but is in a bit of a tough spot here because, I mean, they've got quite a few heroes that need some farm. Nature's Prophet and Razor need quite a bit of it. Bounty Hunter will want to transfer into a bit of a semi-carry and maybe, you know, want to get a BKB or something like that to be able to stay alive up against the harassment that comes out from Insidious Gaming. And they can't really find any places to farm. They tried to split push, but it doesn't really work as intended. Because right now they're going to have their main base attack the tier 3 tower while they're not even trying to attack the tier 1 in return. Now, you can't trade tier 1s for tier 3s. Well, you can, but you don't really want to. It's basically the issue. TP's coming in. Exorcism being used, and that's going to be no fortification. There goes a Dragon Tail. Razor already killed off before the fight even started. Hand of God comes in as well. Insidious Gaming still looking strong. Here comes a silence. Look, doesn't hit anything, but forces everybody back. Actually, the silence still hit up on Windwater, so no shackles. It's gonna be Rax down. And Insidious Gaming, what will stop them from rotating to the next tower? Nothing whatsoever. Impale comes out, but Titan knows that he can't even go into his base anymore at the moment, at least not via this route. Tier 1 tower still dropped on the top lane. But in the meantime, I mean, his base is gonna get crushed as well. And they are trading tier 1s and tier 2s for 2 sets of racks. It's not really the best trade that you can make. I guess it's still okay-ish that you get some gold out of it. Titan tries to draw attention towards himself, tries to force everybody back. So far, so good luck, I guess. Doing a nice job at that. Doesn't force everybody back though. Nyx Assassin still ends up going down, and it's gonna be the racks that still drop as well. Nature's Prophet in the meantime able to lay down some harassment on tier 3s. But in comes a TP. Ninja Boogie coming in on his Dragon Knight. Doesn't find a Dragon Tail because of the massive creep amount that's there, but still is able to force everything back and save their tier 3, and they lost 2 sets of racks on the side of Naseon. And Naseon, they're not in any shape really to fight back. Split pushing at the moment is all they can do. And of course they get a bit of a breather again, but losing the racks is not just annoying for not being able to leave your base for a long period of time, but also because you only get half the gold on the lanes, and like I said, they need the gold. And they really do. He makes his boots of travel, now also Staff of Wizardry. Or Mystic Staff, sorry. Other intellect thing. I mean, this Dragon Knight is not even level 16. Imagine what he can do with that. He's got his Assault Cuirass ready now. His Basher is ready up on the Lifestealer. And his stash though. But in terms of items, I mean, look at that gold graph, right? Net worth graph. Not gold graph. Gold graph looks like this. It's 12k in favor of Insidious Gaming, with the experience graph looking like this, 5k. Not really that big of a difference, but we only have 5 kills difference. But the main difference here is of course that only Nature's Prophet is able to keep up with the farm of everybody of Insidious Gaming. And that's not enough. That is not enough. And he's not even highest farmer on the map with the Centimeters. No, there's more. Of course, a large part of that is because of towers. Oh, Naseon's gonna find himself the Centaur. There's a silence already up on the Bounty Hunter. Can't do anything for the moment, and Titan already goes down. Bounty Hunter looking for a way out. Even being invisible won't save him now because of the haste rune and the Gem of True Sight. Tries to juke it out though. TP out. Let's see if he can do that. Yes, he can. Nicely done. Very nicely done, even. Nature's Prophet was already gone. Top. Looking for Ninja Boogie, perhaps. Open wounds. Come in on the Razor, who turned on his BKB. Static link already broken. That's what you can do if you have got a Facebook Lifestealer, and he infests himself inside Ninja Boogie. TP comes in, that Chibix with his boots of travel, looking for a fight, looking for a way. And of course, this is the last lane where they're still having Rex standing. I mean, this is This is the last struggle. This could be the last fight for Naseon. They have to make it work right now. They can't even try to trade anymore because, I mean, this is the last set of ranks. In comes Ninjabuki, puts down Dragon Form, Impale, misses. In comes the Exorcism. Nice Shackle, though. Can they do some damage with it is the question. Dragon Tail up on the Bounty Hunter. Already dead. Already dead. Razor, the one that's supposed to be doing some damage, already has its Static Link on cooldown and it already got broken. Ninjabuki able to get the tower with the help of the Chen creeps. Next up, the Rex. GG is cold. Naseon will take the 3rd or the 4th place. Shared 3rd place. Because the finals will be the place for Insidious Gaming. We're gonna see who is gonna be up against them. We'll hopefully find out in a moment. We might even still have the other semi-finals to jump ourselves into. But Insidious Gaming will be our first finalist, known for the Steelseries Cup. Steelseries C Cup, rather. And we'll be back in just a moment, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. And I'll be right with you.